My name is Alec. I'm 37 and I work as a writer. I joined the Sculp 100-hour men's training because I wanted to be part of something bigger than myself. And I wanted to take the personal development journey that I'd already been on to another level that I didn't feel was possible to do just me. And I didn't anticipate that having such a committed brotherhood of like-minded individuals would be so impactful. And yeah, I joined because it felt like something I needed to do. Deep down, as soon as I learned what it was all about, I felt called to do it. The most important thing that changed for me during the training is this. It's a sense of confidence, but not a confidence boost, in the way you get from just someone telling you did a good job. But it's a confidence and a competence that was revealed to me, and I saw it, and I've heard it, and experienced it in the group, and seen reflections of my own skills and thoughts and intuitions and beliefs, in the other men in the group. And it's become this part of me now. It's something I feel internally. It's not, it's not something I need to be told anymore. It just is. And yeah, I really feel like that's the biggest thing that's come up in the container so far is just this awareness of a competence that I hadn't tapped into before. From this training, I got friendship. Brotherhood, connection, camaraderie, support, empathy, tough love. Yeah, I got a lot from this training. And for me, I guess personally, from this training, I got a new way to look at personal development. I hadn't ever done men's work before, and I hadn't ever done self-development work in a group setting, certainly not to this capacity. And it's really opened my eyes, being part of the Sculp container, to another way of working on yourself and improving and taking into account all the aspects of your life that you want to work on. Yeah, I really feel like that's what I got from the container, a new perspective on self-development. Yeah, from the Sculp training, I've really taken away a lot of communication tools, ways to relate to other people and have conversations with people in my life, especially difficult conversations. And I've taken away a knowledge that opening up to people is a good thing. And I've seen that manifest itself in my personal life as I've opened up to the people around me more and more about this training and about what I'm going through and about my ambitions and goals. And as I've opened up more and more about who I really am, it's all been positive. And the training really gave me that, I'd say permission, but it's not something that you're told to do in the training. It's just something that happens, something that is implicitly encouraged and supported. It's openness and vulnerability. Yeah, it's been really, really noticeable in my relationships, outside of the container and in. Before getting into the training, my interpretation of men's work was more of an echo chamber, where ideas weren't challenged, and what I really found within Sculp was this exchange of ideas, and it really has been a collaborative process. And so much of the structure and knowledge that's come from all of the mentors has only been supplemented by the members of the group. And I didn't expect that coming in. I didn't expect that this was going to be such a collaborative process and such an exchange of ideas, and a really free space to talk about what's important to you, and the container acts almost as a mirror, to see yourself in another way. And I wasn't expecting that coming in. You really see where your blind spots are. You really become aware of your blind spots, and aware of your limiting beliefs. And for me, there was a lot of language I was using to talk to myself that was limiting me, holding me back, and wasn't helpful. And I didn't expect that coming into the container. I didn't expect to be given such a clear view of what I needed from it. If I was asked what Sculp is, I would tell the person that it's a community. It's a process. Sculp to me is it's almost your own personal team of coaches all gathered around you, and it feels this way, that there's this team of coaches gathered around you who are all there looking after your best interest. Even if what they're telling you isn't what you want to hear, it is certainly what you need to hear to get yourself to where you want to be. Your stated goals, your ambitions, your desires, the work you've expressed that you want to do. That's what's reflected back to you. That the process to get there is what's given back to you, even if it's not what you were expecting, and even if it's not what you wanted to hear. This container has certainly meant more to me than just the completion of a course. It's been a transformative process, and it's not one that I've had to endure on my own. I've found legitimate friendships here and made tangible improvements to my life and my career, and it's certainly meant more to me than just some certificate or some bullet point on your resume. It's been a turning point for me. Yeah, a really definitive pivot point in my life that I can look back on, I can reference back to, and understand and see who I was before and who I am now, and how I got from one point to the other, and reflect back on the experiences and the tools I discovered and experienced during that process. Yeah, it's meant a lot to me. If someone was really unsure about joining the container, I would tell them to talk to the founders, to talk to the mentors, to talk to the brothers that have already gone through it, and they'll have their answer. You know, if they're really listening and they're really willing to do the work, they'll hear. You know, they'll hear the certainty in the voices of the mentors, of the trainers, of the brothers who have done it already. And I would tell them, I guess I would ask them, what have you tried already? And are you where you want to be? If their answer is a lot of things or nothing, I would say do it, give it a try. And if their answer is, no, I'm not where I want to be, I would say, this will get you closer. It's not going to take you the whole way, and it's going to be a lot of work, but it is going to move you in the right direction. If I'm going to add anything, I would say that the relationships are the most important part. You know, seeing the faces of the other brothers every morning, and certainly meeting them in person, that's the power. The power is in the members of the group. You know, it's in the collaboration, and it's in the commitment and the commitment to each other. And I truly feel that that's the power of Sculp, is the community. So, you know, there's the saying, you know, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's what Sculp is to me. That's what Sculp has been, and I think will continue to be for anyone who stays involved, anyone who gets involved.